Welcome to an episode of Ben Stille in 5 plays. If you're not familiar with what I do in this series, I take a look at an NFL draft prospect and highlight the type of prospect they are in just a handful of plays. So in this case, we're looking at Nebraska defensive lineman Ben Stille, and I'm going to show you games from throughout his 2022 NFL season just to kind of highlight the type of prospect that he is to you in 5 plays. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the film. Now, the first thing that I want to point out and highlight is Ben Stille he's at his best getting penetration, and he may lack a lot of great physical tools. He's not super explosive. He's not super bendy, but he's got enough burst, enough lateral agility, and he uses his hands really well. And here against Northwestern, he's lined up right here, playing the one technique, shading the to the left of the center. And at the snap of the ball, he's just going to use a quick little swim move to get past that center and quick through before the right guard can get through, and able to work his way in to get a quarterback hit and force this incompletion. And his ability is just to make that quick move, the quick swim, and a little bit of power to ride that right guard into the quarterback to force this incompletion. And he's able to do that with enough burst and his hand movement, his hand fighting, that swim move, to be able to get that penetration here. We're going to see another example of Ben Stille and his ability to use his hands here against Ohio State. So Stille's lined up right here, basically head up on that right guard, and he's going to use a club type move where he's going to hit right with his right inside hand and get by this right guard. So a little club, a little lateral movement, and get into the backfield to be able to get this tackle for loss here on 2nd and 12. So once again, he's just able to just make that quick little move and just get into the backfield. And it's just like I said, he's got enough burst. He's got those heavy hands that are active, and he's able to win with those. And it's able to, gets the pressure on the quarterback in the previous clip against Northwestern. And here against Ohio State, he's getting into the backfield for that tackle for loss. Now, as I showed the last clip, he does have that lateral agility. And here against Ohio State, later on in this game, he's able to, this time he's right here on the right side, kind of in the A gap, and he's going to take on this left guard, and he's going to engage with him, but then work his way to the right and make enough of a lateral move and using his hands to push off that he's able to get into the backfield and force the quarterback to get rid of the ball. Now, it was a completion, but once again, he was able to get in there, get in the quarterback's face to make him kind of dump the ball out, get a little bit of a hit on him, and he's able to just do that with that lateral agility once he's engaged, to be able to make a move to the side, kind of use some ankle flexibility to kind of turn that corner a little bit and get into the quarterback's face to make him have to make a play. And one of the things I love about Ben Stille is he's got that motor, he's got that drive, he's not quitting on plays. We see here against Wisconsin, he's lined up, looks like head up on the center at that zero technique, and he's going to slant to his right, and he's trying to make that lateral move, and he's looking to get off, but he knows that he's got that awareness, and he knows that this ball's coming out quick, and he just gets his hands up to be able to swat that ball away and to prevent the incompletion. It's just that lateral ability and just knowing what's going on. He can kind of make a move and still impact this play without getting to the quarterback. And then finally against Iowa, I've shown a lot of him as a pass rusher, him getting some penetration. The clip I want to end here on is against Iowa, and it shows his ability to kind of win at the point of attack and then shed to make a tackle. So he's lined up right here on the left side, looks like, shading the right guard. And at the snap of the ball, he's able to push him back, okay, and then be able to shed to the inside to get that tackle for loss. And it's just that ability. I know they were, catching that right guard on reaching to his left, but was able to just drive him back and then have the wherewithal to see where the running back is and to get that shed back to his left to make the tackle. And so you see a lot of combination of that strength and then just the awareness that I talked about in the previous clip. And so there's some things to like here, and one of the reasons I like doing these in X amount of play series is I'm looking at prospects that are going to go at the end of the NFL draft or potentially in as an undrafted free agent, just to showcase the type of prospect. So in this example, when your team picks up Ben Stille, because he's not going to get drafted. He doesn't have the elite athletic traits. He doesn't have a single trait that he's good at. He just does a lot of things really well. And so he's not going to get drafted, but he's going to get picked up by a team. He went to, he's at a couple all-star games this draft process. He had a strong pro day for Nebraska. So teams are going to be interested in him. And so they're going to pick him up. They're going to bring him to rookie OTAs. They're going to bring him to training camp. And he's going to have a chance to kind of prove himself. And he's going to have his work cut out for him. Like I said, he's got to be able to showcase in an environment where there's not a lot of contact, not a lot of hitting, that he can contribute and hopefully make a practice squad and work his way up. He's got some tools in his toolbox. He's got a good, got enough burst, got enough lateral agility. He's got a good awareness. He's just not elite or great or a lot of times even good at a lot of them. He just does a lot of things really well. And so I think he's probably going to be best, served. He's probably going to end up in a developmental league like the USFL, like the XFL, and hopefully he can make a mark there and maybe work his way back to the NFL. But that's kind of where I see him. That's going to go ahead and do it for Ben Stille in 5 plays. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do like what you saw here, I have plenty more videos like this. And plenty of other types of videos, and the best way you can get those is to subscribe. So make sure you hit that subscription button, hit the bell for the notifications. While you're there, make sure you're following me on social media. Wherever you do social media, I'm there at draft_Brian. So whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, I'm there at draft_Brian. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.